We're gonna make some Belizean cake today. This is a plain cake and we're gonna add some caramel, which we call boiled milk. And this is what we have. So we have here flour. We have 6 cups flour. We have sugar, 5½ cup of sugar, 1 pound and 1/4 butter. I'm using real butter for this. We have 8 eggs beaten, 1 can Evap, 1 small can 7-Up, baking powder, 6 teaspoon baking powder. I have some lemon, pineapple, and rose water here, and some Belizean rum. And here you go. So we're gonna be making a cake today. Let's get started, okay? Hi guys, welcome back to Belizeanvibez, and we're gonna be making some Belizean homemade plain cake today, and we're gonna add some caramel to it, so it's gonna be a milk cake. I have a video already on my YouTube channel, okay, so check it out for the Belizean milk cake. And thank you again for joining. So this is how we're gonna start. We're gonna start with just sugar and butter. This is 5½ cups sugar. Add it to your mixer. If you don't have a mixer, you can mix it by hand. It's gonna come out great. So that's 5½ cup sugar. This is 1 pound and 1/4 butter. Okay, add it to your mixer, and we're gonna mix. So we're gonna mix our butter and our sugar until it's creamy. Okay. Now I'll show this to you, all right? Okay, so here we are creaming the butter and the sugar until it's nice and fluffy. So now that we have our butter and sugar is almost done cream. You want it really creamy and fluffy, and I'll show that to you. We're going to be adding 8 eggs, 8 beaten eggs. So I have here 8 eggs, 8 beaten eggs. Okay, make sure you beat it really good. We're going to add some essence, lemon, pineapple, and rose water. We're going to add some rum, good old Belizean rum, 1 small can 7-Up, and evaporated milk. We're going to add all this to the mixture, and then the flour and baking powder, and that's it. See how easy it is? So I really hope you get to make some cakes. Okay, and I already have the milk. I boiled these earlier. I have it cooling. So these are the condensed milk, and I boiled those for 3½ hours. And I'll show you. Okay, I also have my other video on YouTube. You can check out Belizean milk cake. I did one last year, so I'm just repeating the process for you, and I hope you get to make some cakes. All right, so let's finish this. I'm going to show you a close-up of what the sugar and butter looks like, and when we add the eggs, milk, essence, and the 7-Up. Okay? Okay, so now that we have the butter and sugar cream, we're going to be adding our egg mixture. So let's add the eggs to it, and like I've mentioned before, we're adding 8 eggs. Okay, so here it is. 8 eggs. Okay, and we're going to mix this on low. All right. So that's 8 eggs. And we're gonna put in our evaporated milk. Okay, so we have 8 eggs, evaporated milk. We're gonna put in our 7-Up. Mix that on low. We're going to put in our essence, lemon, pineapple, and rose water. We're going to put in 1 tablespoon rum. We're going to let this mix, and then we're going to be adding our flour mixture shortly. Okay, now to the butter, sugar, milk, 7-Up, essence, and mixture, we're going to start adding the flour. So we have here 6 cups of flour, and we're going to add it one at a time, okay? One at a time, and 6 teaspoons baking powder. So we're gonna add 6 cups flour and our baking powder to the mixture, okay? So that's flour and baking powder. And I forgot to mention too, you can always add a dash of salt. Okay. I'm gonna add some baking powder, 6 teaspoons baking powder, and let this mix. So we continue to add our flour mixture, okay, until the flour is folded into the butter, sugar, egg, milk, 7-Up, and essence mixture. All right, you keep doing this, and as soon as it's all mixed with your 6 cups flour, that's it. This is the texture you're looking for. Look, see, nice and creamy. This is now ready to put in your baking pan. See how easy that was? This is your cake mixture. So let's get the pans ready, and we're going to be baking these at 350 degrees. Okay, I did forget to mention, it's optional. You could add a little dash of salt to your cake, and when I say a dash, just a dash. Okay. I usually just use, you could use your brush if you have a brush. I use a piece of paper towel because I think you get a smoother. When you use the brush, it still stays a little lumpy. So I just kind of use the paper towel and the butter, and you grease your cake pans, okay? See how easy that was, guys? You cream your butter and your sugar. You add your 8 eggs, add your milk, 7-Up, essence, mix that all up, and then you add your flour and your baking powder. Mix it all up until it's creamy and looking good, and that's it. Easy. So I hope you get to make some cake. For the milk, what I did, okay, so these are done. So I'm using these 2 pans. So earlier, I took 2 cans of Eagle brand, removed the paper, and I boil it for 3.5 hours. I keep the water level above the cans always. So as soon as the water boils down, add some more water, okay? So make sure your water level is always above the cans in the pot. And I boil this for 3.5 hours. I'm gonna open it and I'll show you what it looks like at the end of the video. And this is what I'm gonna use for the topping for my cake. Okay guys, so as I've mentioned before, look at it. Isn't this lovely? So you have your cake mixture all mixed and ready to go. Look how creamy. See how easy that was, guys. I hope you get to make some cakes. And please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and let me know if you tried my recipe. Thank you so much for the continued support in checking out my videos, my Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, Belizeanvibez. Thank you. So now that you've greased your pans, I put a little flour and just kind of do this stuff like this, okay, for both pans. And then we're gonna add our cake mixture, and then we're gonna bake at 350 degrees. All right, again, I have a video on YouTube, check it out, okay? Belizean milk cake, Belizean favorite milk cake. It's on the YouTube channel, so check it out. I already did one last year. I hope you get to make some delicious milk cake. All right, it's that time. Let's fill our cake pans. I'm not going to mix this flour. Let's fill our cake pans. And you just fill it. You do not want to fill your pan to the top. 3/4 way is pretty good. This is a 9-inch tube pan. Okay. And this is it. This should be enough. Should be. You enough. And this is what it looks like. You're lovely. Look. And that's it. We're gonna fill the other pan. Alrighty. Be right back, and then we're gonna bake at 350. This is what we got. 1, 2, and a 6-inch. It's not filled up, but I had leftover. I didn't want to make it too full. I didn't want to put too much mixture, and it, you know, comes up too high and runs over. So 3/4 full, like about here. Perfect. So here you go. Some nice homemade cakes. I hope you get to try it. Thanks again for logging on to Belizeanvibez. We're gonna put these in the oven at 350. This one usually bakes for about an hour, 15 minutes because it's deep. Okay. This one is about an hour, and this one, I'm not sure, maybe 40, 45 minutes. I'll let you know. You could search YouTube Belizeanvibez or Belizeanvibez Live. And I have a milk cake recipe I posted last year. So check it out, make some cakes, and enjoy. So nice red Fanta, Coke. We don't have Bradley's lemonade no more, but you could always get your drink of your choice and enjoy. Make sure you add a little rum to your cake. Delicious. So thanks guys, thanks for always tuning in, and I'm gonna show you the end results once it's done baking. Let's get baking. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Kindly share my videos. Subscribe to the channel, Belizeanvibez. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate all your support. And I hope to bring you some new recipes. All right. So thank you. Let's put these babies in the oven. All right. So this is what we got. We got a tube pan, 9-inch tube pan. We got a mold pan, and we got a small 6-inch. Look how lovely. So I'm gonna bake these now at 350 degrees. Look here. Okay, done. 1 hour. I put it in at so it took 1 hour and 15 minutes. 1 hour 15 minutes. Now I have to let it cool and take it out. So 1 hour 15 minutes at 350 degrees. So and then I'm gonna put in the other 2 into the oven now. So yeah, we're gonna put these in the oven now, and then I'll show you the finished product. This is the finished product. This is what it looks like. The other 2 cakes baking right now. So this is what it looks like, and this is the caramel that I'm gonna put on top. So I boiled the milk, of course sealed. I boiled this for 3.5 hours to get it thick like this. And that's what I'm gonna put in this cake. Isn't this lovely? I'm gonna put the recipe in the description, and I hope you get to make some cakes. Look guys, look at this, they're all done. I have to take out the other 2. So this one was first, and then I baked these 2. And what I did to check for doneness, I use one of these like kebab skewers, and I just do this. See? Comes out clean. Comes out clean. See? That's how you know your cake is done. Once that stick come out clean, it's done. So here you go. Another cake recipe by Belizeanvibez. Remember, as I've mentioned before, we have a video already uploaded to YouTube from last year. You could check it out. Alrighty. Look, So we have these two. This is a 6-inch. It's a 9-inch. This is a tube pan. This one took 1 hour 15 minutes. I guess I could have took it out maybe at 1 hour or so. So got a little brown, but look, delicious. And then this one, too hot to pick up. So 6-inch, and we get a mold pan. Thank you so much. And again, I hope you get to log on, check out the videos, kindly like, comment, subscribe. And as I've mentioned before, we have the milk. Here it is. Let me get the other one. So I have one sealed. I opened one for you. Hold on 1 minute. This is the condensed milk I told you about. It's all sealed. I opened it just now. So this is what you get when you boil your milk for 3.5 hours. I use the Eagle brand because it's thicker. The consistency is very thick. Not any brand gonna get like this. So if you use the Eagle brand or Lechera, this is what you get. 3.5 hours. Just make sure you keep the water above the can. So maybe like every 45 minutes, add some more water. Make sure the water boils down, add some more. This is what you get. And this is what we're gonna put on our cakes, okay? And this is the consistency. Look, look, see that? That's some good caramel. I hope you get to try this recipe. Check my YouTube channel. I do have a cake I posted last year, Belizean milk cake. Check it out. Same recipe, same procedure. I just kind of changed it a little bit. I put all the butter, sugar, eggs, milk, essence, and then I added the flour on the last. That's the only difference. But thank you so much. Kindly like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel Belizeanvibez. Share it with your friends. Send the videos to your family and friends. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love you guys, and thank you so much for the support as always. Okay, bye. So here you go. This is the finished product, all 3 cakes. Recipes in the description below. Check it out. Hi guys, so I decided I'm gonna put some milk on this one. Let me show you. So let's do it. Out of the 3 cakes, we're gonna put milk on this one. Isn't this lovely? So here you go. This one tomorrow. There you go. Make some cakes. Okay, thank you. So there you go. So I was able to milk this one for you. Okay. We got this one. And this one. I milked the small one so you get to see what it looks like with the caramel on it. Yeah. Make some cakes. Milk cake, one of Belizean's favorite. Make some cakes. Belizeanvibez. Thanks again. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys, and I hope to see you soon with another video. Thanks again. Guess what? I cut the cake. Super moist, so good. I'm gonna read Fanta. Cheers. Make some milk cake. Oh my goodness, guys, so good. It's soft, moist. Perfect blend of sugar and Essence. Right. Make some milk cake. Recipe on Belizeanvibez. I posted last year and I'll probably do a new video, but in the meantime, go on YouTube, Belizeanvibez Live. Look up Belizean milk cake. Mm. Mm. Goody, goody, good. Really, really good. Bye.